All right, we're gonna go.
Hey!
What up?
What's up?
Welcome to Jedi Council. We are here with our watch party of the Clone Wars.
Star Wars.
Right. Once again, this
Nothing
is Jedi
but
Star Wars. But this is the Jedi Council where council's spelled wrong, so we don't look like other channels. So let me get that. Let me find. There it is. I want to pin that one up. There we go. Did it pin?
Man.
I don't know. Did it pin?
Yeah.
It pin. Yep. I think it did, didn't it? There it went. All right. So once again, it's a watch party.
What?
The links.
How does that work?
The links are at the top. If you want to join the watch party, you can join mine or you can join Gonzo. Gonzo's going to get free popcorn and whatever on his.
No, not today. Not today.
Okay. So
We got hot dogs today.
So if you want to jump in, if you got Disney Plus and you don't want to join, but you want to follow, we'll tell you when we start. And at the end, we're going to talk about it. So basically, this is the third episode that's about the same ship.
And what's it called now, Chris?
It's the Malevolence.
You know, funny story. This is the last episode that I stayed watching the series. I haven't watched it after this episode 4. I haven't watched the series at all. So
It was that good, huh?
you know, and all the stuff came out, and I
Right.
moved here and all the stuff. So yeah, it was a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff. But yeah.
Well, I think the whole, and I know, not really wanting to get into this. They're talking about this whole thing with the backlash is gonna. They're already talking about boycotting the Bad Batch on May 4th.
Yeah.
And that's a Dave Filoni thing.
Yeah.
All right. That's not. I mean, if you're gonna boycott something, and I'm totally against that kind of stuff.
Why are
It
you
would
shaking it out on Dave Filoni?
Right. It would be the
Dave
acolyte.
Filoni and his cute little cowboy hat. Leave him alone.
But it's going to be the acolyte that you want the backlash to go towards, not Dave Filoni's Star Wars. Yeah.
Right. You're right.
But the thing is if you've already canceled your Disney Plus because you were angry, I'm not going to stop you. Just don't go out and promote that you got rid of Disney Plus because you were angry.
Here's a prediction. Canceling Disney Plus is going to be like all the people that I had to deal with that canceled their annual passes. And then shortly thereafter, when new programming comes out, like when they opened the park again, they're going to go, wait, I want it back.
Right. Well, I'm already hearing on Disney Plus that I think it was Bob Chapek who's already seen what the Falcon and Winter Soldier. He says it's going to be as big as the Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
But
and the price is going up $1 more.
Right.
That's true.
For Disney Plus.
You got anybody in yours?
I'm good. I got 3 people.
I have nobody. Of course, we only have 5 people in the stream, so that makes sense. Well, I would be counted as one since I got it on my phone. So why won't you join my party?
Why won't? Oh no!
Chris, look what I finally got put into my phone. Remember the one that we bought?
Yeah.
Finally put it, bro.
Yeah.
I had it in my bag. I forgot about it.
I got one like yours. I didn't get that one, but I got one. I didn't get a customized one, but I got one that I liked. So,
And you know what it says here?
I know what it says.
That's what it says there. Gonzo.
The big downfall of having an Android phone is that you can't get those cool Disney cases.
Yeah, you can.
So, really? Where?
Yeah.
I thought they were all iPhone cases.
No,
Is it DTEC?
Yeah, right next to
Space Mountain.
Yeah, Space Mountain.
I think what it is all the ones that I want. You know what I mean. It's like I have size 14 feet, and whenever I want shoes,
Go to Disney
never the ones I
Springs.
want.
You can make them right there.
That's
can pick
true?
Go pick what yours is. That's where I got this. And they didn't have Margie.
Disney Springs.
Yeah. Margie, they didn't have the design Margie wanted on the case. So she went and created one of the ones she wanted for her phone.
That might be it.
Yeah.
All right. Did we get 10 more people now?
No,
I was stalling for time, man. I don't want you to go have your party on your own.
I still have nobody.
I have space here if you guys want to jump in.
Gonzo, call all your family.
They're sleeping now.
So, but hey, let's say hello to the chat. Hey, Katrina. Hey,
Katrina.
Gonzo.
Hey, Gonzo.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Hi, Katrina.
Jonathan Chong.
Hey, Jonathan.
Upgrade to iPhone.
And
I was an
that's
iPhone guy for years.
Good evening, T. Marie's place.
So
VP. I don't know if VP's in the chat, but VP's here with me on the
okay. All right.
the stream thing.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll wait until we're in 10 minutes and then we'll start. How's that sound?
Sure, no problem.
That gives people a little under 4 minutes to get in right now. But as we're talking, I don't know. To me, Disney Plus still worth another $1 to me. I mean,
I think it is. You would think the three of us and everybody in the chat, it would be worth it to us.
Yeah.
Maybe not to people who aren't Disney freaks, but we are.
well,
you know.
I mean, I've even heard rumors they're talking about putting in adult content. Now, when I say adult content, I don't mean that what most people think of
When you started saying that, I was like,
but more, I think they're talking about R-rated movies, and of course, those would probably come with some kind of
right.
yeah. So
Sure.
yeah. I mean, but for the longest time, they did have Touchstone pictures. They had Miramax and stuff like that, which I thought they were going to all put on Hulu, but it sounds like they're going to put Disney Plus and Hulu together, is what I've been hearing.
Well, that's sort of the package that they're selling now. You get Disney Plus and Hulu. They kind of put them together.
Right. No, I'm talking about they're going to
Eventually glom them.
Yeah.
All
So,
together.
yeah. So I guess it'll be Diz Lulu Plus. I don't know.
Don't you have a hard enough time saying a lot of words as it is? Now you're gonna.
I'll tell you what. The one channel I have a hard time saying, and they changed their channel name, Disabled Disney. So easy to say, and then they changed it to Disabled Disventures, and I was like, how do you Disventures? It was like so hard for me to get that out.
That's crazy. And we were talking about the price
Right.
rising, right? Will be on March 26th. I'm reading it right now. March 26th,
okay.
The price will be from $6.99 to $7.99, and then the bundle, which includes the Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, will also be going from $12.99 to $13.99.
Oh wow, yeah. So they're raising the price because of all the people who canceled.
It's still a good price for all the content you get. Come on.
Right. Oh yeah. And even if they would take Hulu and ESPN and Disney Plus and throw it all into one,
yeah.
Of course, it'd probably go all the way up in price. I'd say it'd probably be up around what like Netflix and anything like that would be. So, which they're still not that. They're not that bad.
Let me ask you, Chris and Bob, and chat as well while we wait. Is that, for example, there's a new movie coming out in 2 days. What's the name of the movie? With the dragon, stuff like that?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Raya and the Last Dragon. But here's the thing. In order for you to watch it, and I think this happened with Mulan. You have to pay $29.99 to watch it.
You got to do that premium thing.
Did they do the same thing with Soul, or was it they just put Soul out on, what was it, Christmas Day is when they put that one out? Or?
I think they just put that out.
Did they?
But my question is, if you wait a month until June 4th,
right,
it will be available.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're paying just $30 for seeing it before anybody else, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like you go to the theater or something like that.
Right.
Hey, Chris, that Bills, what's going on? Yaddy, what's going on?
Hey, Chris. Yaddy.
See,
hey, Chris.
To me, that is crazy. If it's available later on, I don't mind waiting.
Oh yeah.
People want to see it right away, but to me, it's not.
It's just now. It's like it's a shorter wait till it comes on DVD.
It would have to be something I would really want to see.
Oh yeah. Well, if they put like a really good new Star Wars movie out,
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's what I mean.
Yeah, I will be the first one paying that $30 for it.
The only reason I would do that is when it's something like a really good Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If I wait 3 days from the day that one of those opens,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of spoilers out there.
Yeah.
I can't help not seeing them pop up on my
Right.
phone. So that's the only way. But
I don't know.
for Raya and the
but
Last Dragon, I don't think so.
The only thing is if they do another Star Wars film, they need to do it when theaters are back open, because that's the only way to see a real Star Wars movie is to go to the theater and see it on the big screen.
Unless you have a lot of money and you have this big screen.
You have your private theater.
Yeah, one of those things. Yeah, then it's worth it. If not,
yep. All right, let's go ahead and get her started.
You want to tell maybe so they can join? Captain, what's going on? Thanks for being here.
Yeah, basically we're doing a watch. We're doing a watch party. Up at the top, I've pinned the links. One's Gonzo, one's mine. If you want to join us, you can do that. If not, if you want to do it on your own, we will tell you when we are starting, and then all you have to do is just click that button when we do. We may be maybe a few seconds ahead or behind, but either way, at the end, then we're going to talk about the episode, and we'll probably talk about other things about Star Wars. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and start it.
Count it out.
I already started it, Gonzo.
Oh, you already started? Oh,
yeah.
All right, here you go.
Mine's not going.
How is yours not going?
I don't know. Oh, now it is.
Oh, oh no. This is going to be our first lightsaber duel between Grievous and Obi-Wan. Spinning, that's a good trick. Okay, so this is where I tell everybody I was wrong. That's not the same ship that was in Revenge of the Sith.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was
Hi,
fun.
Max.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I left the watch party, of course, just to let anybody know that was in there with me. I did have a couple.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great episode. I think one of the things I think Bob we were talking about was animation, and actually 3D animation is easier to work with than what 2D animation is.
Mhm.
And what it is because when you create the 3D model, if you want a different look at somebody, you just move the camera on the computer to get that different look of the model, where in 2D you have to draw it all as your But I think it's done really well. I like it.
It's interesting to look back at these earlier ones. For me, whenever you get a closer shot,
Right.
the way they have like that painted sort of texture,
Right.
not trying to be 3D, just like brushstroke texture.
Right.
So it's cool in another sort of way. It's more like it doesn't look like it out here, but when you get in close on things, it looks like impressionist art version of Grievous.
Yeah. But I was thinking during myself that if the Republic is being beat, I would almost be embarrassed because of how stupid these droids are. I mean, they couldn't even put a fire out.
When I see those, I think of those little work droids that they have in Star Tours,
right?
That are whacking each other around.
The pit droids.
Oh,
the pit droids.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like making General Grievous the general or in charge of the droid army, the commander of the droid army, would be like making you the Force stooge is what it would be like. It's like you're in charge of these guys. Great. Of course, that was the B1 battle droids. It's the next series, the super battle droids that usually are the ones that. But yeah, I mean, this was it would have been nice if they could have told us the planet that the Malevolence was crashed into. But I truly believe
he's at the moon, no?
Well, I meant we don't know what moon.
Well, yeah, true.
So, but I believe the next ship he gets is also called the Malevolent. So that's
really.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why you thought that was the same one as in the other movie.
Yes. So
why he gets different ships and names them the same name?
Either that or it's just a ship that's the same type of ship rebuilt. So I don't. Maybe Malevolence is that style of shit. I don't. You know what I mean?
Well, they name it a lot of ship to Enterprise.
I might be wrong.
Years, right?
It's been a while.
True. That's true.
I might be wrong. Maybe it's not called the Malevolence, but I thought it was. It might be called something else. So
it's good to see Padme back again in action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is all after the Naboo fight thing, right? Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. This is after. Yeah, they're married. So, which I was like standing there going, I guess I'll clean up. I'm like, she's acting like a wife already.
It's a good thing I got my earbuds in and my wife wasn't hearing that.
I mean, that's the
what
thing.
were you guys saying in there?
Isn't it usually we make the mess and our wife usually ends up cleaning up for us a lot of times? So
yeah, that is definitely true.
Yeah, I'm sure in the morning he's like, I can't find my lightsaber, and she's like, I put it over here.
That is true. That is true.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna keep watching the first season and then we stop and do something else?
Yeah, we could take a break and then go back to it. Go back to season 2. So I mean, we got the Bad Batch coming up in May, so I don't think we're gonna get through 7 seasons before.
Yeah,
May
the reason
4th.
I asked because Katrina Katrina was typing in the chat that Chris, I don't know how we're going to get through all the episodes by May 4th. So yeah, it's just the first season.
Yeah.
You get through as many as you get through, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but there was something I was gonna say. Oh, they didn't show her. I was actually gonna bring her up, but they didn't show Barris Offee, who is the Padawan of Illuminara, who they had. I think they had her on a holo, didn't they? The Jedi Illuminara. So.
Oh, they did. They had her on the hologram. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think that comes a little bit later in the story of what happens there. But yeah, I mean, the thing is one thing probably most people don't know is Obi-Wan wasn't the most skilled Jedi out there. He wasn't. He almost wasn't even picked to be a Padawan when he was a youngling. And what was funny was obviously Qui-Gon Jinn seen something in him and picked him. But I was watching a thing where at one time George Lucas was giving ratings, like a Force rating.
Right. Okay.
And eventually, when Luke was getting ready in Empire, it might have been Empire. No, it wasn't Empire. It was right there, Return of the Jedi. They actually have a part in, I don't know if it was a comic book or a book, where Obi-Wan tells Luke, he goes, "You are a 2 in the Force. Darth Vader is a 4. The Emperor and myself are a 6. So Obi-Wan was actually as strong as the Emperor at one point. All right. And the thing is, it's like, you see a guy who has genetics that makes him all big and ripped, but he's not as strong as a guy who had to work at it. Right. And that's what Obi-Wan had to do. He had to work at something because it didn't come easy to him. And that's what made him so strong. But in that whole same conversation, he told Luke, he goes, "But you have to stop the Emperor before he becomes a 10. So.
Yeah. Obi-Wan had a long, hard path.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, he's probably one of my favorite Jedis. Obi-Wan. I just wish they would do, if they could just go before the prequels and give us stuff about Qui-Gon Jinn, because I love Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
And I just really wish we knew a little bit more about his story and everything about like that. I just really think that would be awesome.
Maybe that's the way they're gonna start the story for Obi-Wan. Maybe when he met him or stuff like that, when he was a kid.
No, because this all takes place after.
So they're gonna go all the way.
This is all about when he's in Tatooine watching over Luke.
Between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have you heard anything else about those? It wasn't rumors exactly. There were a couple of things being mentioned. Then Liam Neeson went from a stance of saying there's no way he would ever do a prequel, sequel, anything with Qui-Gon again. And then all of a sudden, after some talks, Liam Neeson said, "Well, I might be a good idea." Kind of like Harrison Ford did after they gave him a chunk of change.
Yeah, that and promised to make another Indiana Jones movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So you haven't heard anything else on that, have you?
On them making another Indiana Jones movie, or
no, Qui-Gon coming back because Liam is up for it.
I mean, from what I understood, he actually did some voiceover for the Clone Wars. So, but I the only thing I know that what left a real bad taste in Liam Neeson's was how Ahmed Best was treated.
Really?
Yes. He matter of fact, I seen where Liam Neeson talked, and he said that when he first met Ahmed Best, he contacted his agent and he says, "I believe I am working with the next Eddie Murphy." That's how impressed he was of Ahmed Best. And just because people didn't like Jar Jar, Ahmed Best actually took a lot of that hate. And I think George Lucas actually sat Ahmed Best down. And he says, "Listen, the people who are fans of Star Wars right now don't like you, but the kids love you. And in 20 years, you're going to be loved by the Star Wars fans." So
those kids, man.
Yeah.
Well, in retrospect, you know, I remember still literally coming out of the theater in the early 80s and thinking that Blade Runner was the biggest masterpiece I had ever seen. All the critics said this is the biggest hunk of you know what that we've ever seen. Harrison Ford, that's the end of his career. Star Wars to this and now to nothing.
Yeah.
What are the so-called experts? No, and and for it to be such a flop, and then they spent a huge amount of money to do that sequel, like what 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah. I could. I watched the first one. Actually, I'd never seen Blade Runner. I'd never seen it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have now. Right. I had never seen it, and I seen they were bringing out a sequel, so I was like, you know what? I'll watch Blade Runner.
Yeah.
What'd
you think?
I loved it. Then I started to watch the sequel. I'm like, I can't watch this crap anymore. I didn't even get to Harrison Ford in the movie. And even the guy that was in it, I love that guy as an actor. I'm like, this is horrible. I was like,
what's his name from La La Land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, they're asking in the chat if have we made it to the 20 years yet? Laughing aloud.
Have we made it to that 20 years? What?
From Jar Jar Binks? That was 2005.
I guess where you were saying that they were kids, and then in 20 years they're gonna follow him. Big Star Wars.
2005. It'd be 2025.
Right.
Yeah, we're almost there.
A few more years.
Almost there.
So I meant here's the thing, guys. All right, I know most adult fans didn't like Jar Jar Binks. He doesn't bug me. To me, it was like, yeah, he's did stuff in the story that caused problems, but obviously big ones when he gave Palpatine all those powers. That was a really big,
I always laugh when I hear these theories about Jar Jar Binks being a Sith spy.
Yeah,
how he
the thing was he was supposed to be Plagueis at one time.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was Darth Plagueis, who was the master of.
Oh my God.
And they were talking about, well, who would have ever seen somebody uses the Force doing this? And they went back to the way Yoda acted with Luke.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is every single one has had something. I mean, you're like, Jar Jar. All right. You really believe a tribe of teddy bears took down the Empire? I mean,
they didn't?
That's what I'm saying.
Those were tough teddy bears, man.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And then,
teddy bears and logs can do anything.
And then the sequel trilogy.
And rocks too.
The sequel trilogy, we got porgs. All right. And does anybody know why we had porgs?
I don't know, but they're annoying.
The reason why we had porgs is because the island that they were shooting on had puffins all over.
Right.
So they just CGI'd over the top of them, these porgs. And that's how we got porgs.
Gotcha.
So I was rooting for Chewie to eat the porg. I don't know why he didn't do it. So
he almost did though.
He was close. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I love everything about Star Wars. I love Jar Jar Binks. I always have. I like to give people a hard time when they say it's their favorite character, though. It's just fun. So, but I think, and everything we see, and we're going to see Jar Jar later on here sometime in the Clone Wars series, because the Gungans are actually called to help on another water world and fight.
That's true.
So
wasn't it Jar Jar one time? I don't know where that he has his eyes are red.
Well, they're the same colors as a Sith Lord, is what it is.
Right? That's what it was. That's what was said in the Sith thing, right? Okay.
But what was funny is one of the things they were pointing out in the prequels, especially The Phantom Menace, was when people were talking and he was there, if you would look, his mouth was moving to the same words that they were speaking. So, people are like, it's Darth Plagueis. He's making all this stuff happen and everything like that. So, yeah, there was a big theory about him being a Sith Lord at one time. And, he was there to do all this stuff, plus get Palpatine extra powers and everything like that. So, but yeah. That's all Jar Jar was meant for. He was meant for comic relief and everything like that. Now, the thing is I mean, we have a lot of C-3PO provides a lot of comic relief, and that's one of the things I was wondering while we was watching this. Is that Anthony Daniels voicing?
It sounds like it, definitely.
It does sound like Anthony Daniels. So, but
nobody else is their original voice that I can tell, but he is. I think.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but I have heard, and you guys might not know this. There's been leaks and rumors they might reset the prequels.
Yeah, we talk about it because of Baby Yoda, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
Wow.
That's the sequel trilogy.
Oh, you mean the first one?
Yeah.
Really?
They could. I mean, they have an actor they don't like, and they just recreate the Hulk and do it again. They have a Spider-Man 3 times over. Why not?
Yeah. This isn't Disney making this decision. This is coming from George Lucas.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's been events that could go back and change the prequels. So, but
very interesting how this has been a work in evolution.
Right.
Everyone thinks that obviously Lucas didn't have everything planned out in intricate detail from the first movie on. He just generally knew that he wanted that middle act.
Right.
But, people are so into bringing up the inconsistencies. Well, it's because it wasn't all.
Did you ever hear the theory about it? It was supposed to be just a loop.
No, I haven't heard that.
That Rey and Ben actually, she ends up pregnant from Ben. Somehow she gets taken back in time, and she's Shmi Skywalker, who gives birth to Anakin.
And she's older again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have that accent. Would she?
I don't know.
Interesting.
They did weird things happens in the desert. So
I was looking at Google. And it says that Anthony Daniels is the voice 3PO in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So
that would be a hard imitation to do that well.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, the one thing is that Dave Filoni did that Disney somewhat tried to do, but Dave Filoni did it better. In the Clone Wars, they took us to so many different worlds that we hadn't been to.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got to go. We got to go to Moncal. In there, we've got to go to all these. I can't even name them. I mean, we get to go to Mandalore. We haven't even gotten to Mandalore and the Mandalorian. I mean, So, but the Mandalorian's following that same thing. We're going. I mean, of course, we've gone to Tatooine how many times in Mandalorian? 3 times now. Yeah. So, but it's just awesome to see all this different stuff. But I love the whole idea, especially of it seems like with Lucas, each planet always has only it's either desert, water, or snow. Or it's covered in city.
Extreme. Yeah.
So
this guy, he's done C-3PO since 77, man.
Yeah.
They have all the history of all the films and all the cartoons. Excuse me. Radio as well. Wow, he's done everything.
Yeah.
Was it with 3PO? It's crazy.
Yeah. What was funny? What was it? Oh, Anthony Tudyk, when he was talking about doing K2SO with Anthony Daniels.
Right.
He was talking about, I had to wear this, this suit with balls on it. And he's like, oh, really? Really? I actually had to wear the robot. Anthony Daniels.
I can't, it's almost inconceivable when you see how, Anthony Daniels has to be so incredibly thin.
Yeah,
stick thin to actually fit in that robot outfit, just like the guy that plays the commander in Star Trek Discovery.
Right,
plays that one character who's just so thin under all this. You're like, he's just the thin guy that fit the suit. I guess sort of like Chewbacca was a 7 foot whatever guy that fit the.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, Look, Peter Mayhew, he was huge.
He was huge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really didn't pay attention, but they said it was just Peter's eyes that really drew you into Chewbacca. So
I met David Prowse at a Star Trek convention. He was very cool guy. Yes,
he was at a Star Trek convention because he wasn't allowed to go to Star Wars.
No,
convention.
sorry, Star Wars convention.
Oh, Star Wars. No, I mean he
Did he go to a Star Trek convention?
I have no idea, but I know at one time
he wasn't allowed in forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
I went like
Lucas
5 years ago when he was there.
Lucas couldn't stand him. He had such a big ego.
I don't know. Did you see that documentary about him? About how that whole thing happened and everything?
David
I don't
Prowse?
get it. Yeah. It was a thing. They went and interviewed him. He was an old man at home in the countryside in England.
Well, he was a bodybuilder, is what he was.
Yeah.
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 But
yeah.
Mars says that maybe we should watch 2 episodes a week to get further into the series.
Into the series. We could. They're what, 30 minutes? Less?
Usually about 25, I think.
we could always start a little earlier.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Daniels should be richer than the Queen.
Yeah, we could start at 2. I mean, the regular time, and then 10 minutes after we just start it, and we go with 2. That should give us plenty of time.
Right.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Up to you.
I mean, heck, we could do sometime on the weekend and just do an entire watch party for an entire season if you wanted to.
Yeah.
24 hours round the clock.
Yeah.
Be leaning in our chairs.
I don't know how many's in a season. Let me look.
7 seasons.
There's 7 seasons, but how many episodes in a season? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
20 something.
6.
7 seasons and 20 something in a season.
I think I'm not sure. I'm not looking at it.
This season has 22.
Wow.
There you go.
What is he doing?
Taking a picture.
But no, I mean, I'm really excited for everything that's coming up. I think the Obi-Wan series is going to be great. I think the Book of Boba Fett. I can't wait for the Book of Boba Fett. Of course, 3rd season of Mandalorian. We've got Cassian Andor, the Andor series that'll be coming, which I heard that's the one that George is gonna he might direct some
part of.
Yes.
Really?
And then of course, then we got the Bad Batches coming up, which I love them in season 7 when they introduced them. They're awesome. I love the very head guy looks like Rambo, is what he looks like. He looks like a clone trooper like Rambo. And so I meant the whole thing is whether these guys had the inhibitor chip or not, and from what it sounds like, we're gonna see how the Bad Batch reacts to the Republic going to the Empire, and if and I think that it's going to be really good. So I almost bought the Funko Pop of the I can't think of his name, the big strong guy from the Bad Batch. So I mean, the bad thing is I've got $40 of Disney gift cards, and every time I get on there, I'm like, I like that, but is something else going to come out that I would like better? So that's the one bad thing of having $40 in gift cards. But have you never done that? Only had so much money, and you're like, you got to spend it at one place, and you're like, what if they come out with something better and I buy something and I'm upset that I didn't buy it?
Yeah, and then nothing comes out, and then you buy it, and I'm like, I didn't buy it. Damn it.
My wife and I always have this thing where they'll have, for a limited amount of time, everything, all merchandise is 50% off.
Right.
So when it's 50% off and you're like walking to the Emporium or get on Shop Disney, you're like, oh my God, this is all over in 2 days. We have to buy everything.
That's what the stream was today. It was Heaven's last day for getting it at a certain price.
God.
So
The discount thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Why did I buy this? I had to.
So she's like, I'm not gonna get into wishables like those other girls. And then she shows up the night with every wishable from it. It's like,
She got a good discount. I mean,
oh yeah.
enjoy it.
Well,
Enjoy
then
it.
she goes with those girls who have learned how to feel for the bag and they know what each thing is what they've been doing. And they get there early in the morning on Wednesdays. They're at the World of Disney, and that's what they do. And what they'll do is they'll find something they'll say, I think this is it. Go buy this one. We'll open it and see, and then we'll know what it feels like. So that's what they do. But I wonder, have they done Star Wars wishables?
I don't think so.
I don't think they have. So I'm surprised they haven't done Star Wars wishables. I don't know. Anybody in the chat know if they've done Star Wars wishables?
I don't think so. I like Rebel series when they meet the remaining retired clones. LOL.
Oh yeah. But
I've met the guy who says move along.
Maybe Pete knows if he's still here. I don't know if he's still here, but
what's that?
I haven't seen him though. The Star Wars thing, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
it'll be pretty cool though.
Yeah. I think maybe one of the things we can do in between seasons is maybe pop up some robot chicken.
Robot chicken.
Oh, have you never seen any of the robot chicken Star Wars?
We should do a watch party for Spaceballs just one day.
We could do that.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool movie.
Oh yeah,
Dad Build says no Star Wars wishables.
Oh okay. All right.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would probably sell Star Wars, especially if you like attach them to like Rise of the Resistance or something like that. Yeah.
No marbles either. Good.
Yeah. But then that's another thing that I was talking about. So they said that they're going to change Galaxy's Edge more towards the Mandoverse. All right, but how do you do that?
They have to recreate a lot of stuff again then.
Yeah, I mean, Rise of the Resistance, their biggest ride, is set in the sequel trilogy.
I'm sorry, it's an experience. It's not a ride. Well, it is.
I don't know.
You feel like you're in the movie.
I seen you the first time that dropped. That looked like a ride.
I don't know. You know, if you think about it, I mean, just for like guys like us, especially, right?
Yeah.
We'll be over here and, you know, we walk out of here, we go to Disney Plus and we'll watch Rogue One.
Right.
And then there's a DVD over here of A New Hope. Then we're on a watch party of older animated series. Would it really be so hard to go if they worked on it and were creative to go from one area to another and just used what Gonzo was just saying, those words, just made it that Galaxy's Edge was the Star Wars experience. And there's gloms and bits of pieces from everything in there.
Right.
I would like that better, actually, because then it'd be something for everyone. There's R2 over there. There's BB-8 over there. There's Rey.
I said I feel like Olgo's, when you go into Olgo's Cantina, I want to see more aliens in there, and there's not. You just see other people. That's all you see. I want to see aliens in there. I want the bartender to be an alien.
That would be a good idea. Not just
and I think it's this opportunity, obviously, when all this stuff is over. Yeah. Maybe have more characters interact with people around the land. That would be cool as well. I think that's going to change. I think eventually that's going to change a lot, and you're gonna have more interaction. Now that they changed the theme to another Star Wars movie, I don't know,
right?
Because you have the Falcon there already,
right? Well, the Falcon's always going to be around. The Falcon,
yeah, I know. Maybe
the Falcon's already. By the time Han gets it, it's already. I think it's already 100 years old. If I'm right, I'm not for sure. I'd have to go back and check that.
I don't know.
They should. I mean, with the interactions that they have at Sam's Grotto, they should just take that, go a little bit further, and make the bartenders be interactive in some sort of way. That's more than just you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
they're basic around the town. Look
what they did with Rey in Rise of Resistance.
Right.
You know, it's a hologram array.
Right.
Why can't you create something like that over there in the, you know, in the cantina?
Right.
I mean, you know, and you could have like different characters pop up and saying stuff, and you know, instead of just, I think that would be awesome.
More interaction.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a feeling they were trying to fine tune that.
But
You know.
once again, I think, you know, the whole pandemic slowed a lot of ideas down over there, and
Yeah. I think eventually, and I think more they're gonna develop it more now when the hotel's gonna
when
open,
the hotel,
and all these things going on. I think they're gonna, you know, once they get a little bit of money back, I think they're gonna do a couple of changes there. So hopefully.
Right. Well, from what I understood, the way it was is one of the things, and I don't know if this was somebody speculating or if this was something that was a leaked idea to going on, but of course, if you stay at the hotel, you actually take on a character.
Right.
And everything from the hotel over to Galaxy's Edge, it all follows you wherever you go.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was said was like, if you flew the Millennium Falcon and you really bashed it up, the possibility is at the hotel, you have a bounty hunter who's after you because
Right.
Hondo has sent them because of what you've done to the Millennium Falcon. And but no, you never take the Millennium Falcon away. Like I said, walking into Galaxy's Edge and seeing the Millennium Falcon for the first time is like walking into the Magic Kingdom and seeing the castle for the first time.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I hope they really do that. I hope they really do that with the hotel, because when they the very first vibes talking about Galaxy's Edge, they actually said that you'd have a bounty hunter following you into Ogus.
Yeah.
So I hope they do that, especially for the price tag that the hotel is going to cost.
Right.
That would be nice for a little more interaction.
Oh yeah. But then again, you know, you're like, somebody's like ends up in a fight because like, why are you following me?
I know. Now, can you think that's so weird? How sensitive everybody is nowadays, and then something like that happens. Stop looking at my kid.
Speaking of that, I was watching a short. And this is getting off track of Star Wars, but this was hilarious. This woman jumps out of her car and she runs back to these guys in this truck and she goes, "Quit following me or I'm going to call the police. This is the reason why women can't go out by themselves." And they're like, what? You've got something hanging out of your car. And she's like, "What? Look at your car." She had tore the gas nozzle, the whole entire hose off of a gas pump.
That's crazy.
So she goes and she grabs it, and he's like, "No, thank you." She goes, "Thank you," and starts pulling it into her car, and she doesn't get the whole hose in.
That's crazy.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh yeah, why are you following me?
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Right.
Wow, it's been an hour already.
Yeah.
Crazy. Time flies, man. Woo.
Yeah. So so episode 5 and episode 6 then next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's what if we go 15 minutes early?
Okay. Let me know. I'm talking to somebody. I would be a little behind you.
10.
15 minutes early. Well, I'll be done. I do it from 9 to 10.
Yeah.
I would just get right on. I finished at 10. I would just get right on.
Yeah. And like I said, from the way the numbers were for us on Sweets and Treats, I'm going to talk to Heaven and see if we can move to 8. So,
all right.
Because I think we did pretty good at 8.
Cool.
So I always thought Shep was live streaming at the same time at that time at 8. But
I think is it this and that go at 9? I think this and that go at 9.
I don't know. I know.
I've been trying to move it, but I'm like, where?
I know Jeff went on at 9.
Yeah.
Just a little bit before.
I got a lot of replay views.
So it's just there's so many of us.
I know.
It's going to happen. We're going to live stream over the top of one another.
Well, I should go late like Gonzo, or I should go 4:00 in the afternoon like Carlos. Otherwise, forget about it.
That's the reason why I don't see Carlos, is because I'm not
4:00 in the afternoon. It's like, what?
I got up this morning and said hello to Walt because he was live streaming from Disney Springs.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
wow. Well, thanks for having me on. That was fun.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen you at all tonight, Chris.
So episode 5 and 6 next week.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll start at 10:15.
Okay.
Is that good with you, Gonzo?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. I didn't know with you working if 10:15 was good or.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we will thank you everybody in the chat. T Marie, Katrina,
Bye, guys.
Jonathan Chong, Chris from Dad's Builds, Mar, Orlando Adventures. I'm looking at Jonathan Chong. I hope I don't miss anybody. I hate when I miss somebody. So if I miss you, I'm sorry, but thank you for being here. And remember, tomorrow at 6:00 on Hanging with the Family, we are giving away the 1931 Stearman limited edition airplane pilot Mickey. And all you have to do is go to the AFA 500 subscriber giveaway video and like the video, comment on what's your favorite Disney character, and be a subscriber and have subscriptions on public so we can see that you're a subscriber and you get enrolled into winning the Mickey. If you're like, hey, Chris, it's in the box, we can't see it, you watch the video, you get to see it.
Then you get to see it.
So, but as for that, we will see you next week on the Jedi Council. So may the Force be with you.
Gonzo and I will see you tomorrow on the Adventures of Bonzo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
10:30 p.m. That'll be the other two guys.
Right.
Yep.
Anything else, Gonzo?
I'm good.
All
Thank you. Appreciate
Good
it.
night.
Thanks,
Good night,
all.
guys.
Good night.
See you. Good night.
Bye, guys.